Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine show presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Navy athletics. And with a top 10 till in Annapolis this weekend for women's lacrosse, we've got Captain Ava Yovino with us. Ava, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Ava, so what? You get 17 points the first three games. You figure let somebody else have some fun against High Point. What has it been like having such a successful start to your senior season?
I mean, it obviously feels electric. I think we're firing on all cylinders, honestly, right now. And like you said, I think what's special about this team and specifically the offense that we have this year is if you want to face guard me, you want to face guard Maggie, Emma, it's fine. Like Taylor Miles will step up, Alyssa will step up. Like it really doesn't matter the day. It's just really who's going to be hot. And I think that's impossible for teams to stop this year.
Ava, you mentioned last year just how gratifying it was to be on the field again, be contributing, be a part of the team. And now it seems like you've tapped back into that stellar start that you had your freshman year. What do you think has changed from junior to senior season?
Honestly, just time recovering from an injury. Like, you never really know what it's like to go through something like that until you're in it. And it definitely took me a little bit more time to get my feet under me or my knee under me, I guess. And I'm just feeling a lot better, a lot more like myself, feel faster, worked hard a lot in the off season to get to this point. But definitely a big perspective shift. Doesn't really matter if you're scoring or what you're doing. I'm just glad to be out there.
Obviously, Alyssa got all the headlines last year for what she did as a freshman. But how about the emergence of her classmate Taylor Miles and what she's done early on this season?
I mean, yeah, she's really been a spark for us this season, and I'm glad that she's finally finding her way. I mean, the skills that she has, it's new to everybody else, but we've known that she's this capable. I mean, she works hard, she's always positive, and she's always setting her teammates up. So I'm glad that she's seeing some of the benefits of her hard work paying off right now.
What's the biggest difference in your day to day with this team, going from being one of the star contributors last year to now being a star and also a co-captain with Emma Kennedy?
Honestly, nothing's changed. I think being a part of Navy, everybody on the field is a leader at all times, and it's just another day. Like you don't really notice that you're the captain when everyone's firing and everyone's playing so well, and you kind of have a hands-off mentality because everyone's more than capable on this team of stepping up and like competing when the time counts. So honestly, really like not a big difference other than the title, and I think that's something special here.
All right, let's talk about the Gators. Now, I know it was a little easier for the Yovina household to get from Parkland over to Gainesville than to get up here to Annapolis, but we're gonna have a lot of family in the house this weekend.
Honestly, I'm not sure, but I know we're trying to get as much midshipman attendance as possible. Big game, big top 10 matchup, so hoping to see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd.
What did you learn about last year's matchup with Florida, a team that's been to back-to-back Final Fours, three in the last four seasons, that you hope to apply this weekend?
I mean, they're gritty, but no one's gonna out gritty Navy, that's for sure. I think it's gonna be an even matchup, but I think at the end of the day, we played a really hard game against them last year. But like I said, like offense that we have this year, completely different personnel, and I honestly don't think they're ready for it. I think we're gonna be able to go toe to toe with them and come out on top.
It certainly helps. I alluded to her play earlier, but there might not be a faster lefty shot in the nation than Alyssa Chung. How critical has her play been once again this season?
I mean, insane. She's insane. She's an insanely hard worker. She does step up in big moments, and I think from being a plebe to now being a youngster, I think she has a lot more calm energy on the field. You know, she's got a lot of games under her belt, and I think she's been able to use that energy and cultivate that to help the underclassmen and allow the upperclassmen to now feed off of it. And I think she's like obviously a huge part of our offense, but I think it's good now that she's not going to be the entire focus. Like we have 10 players and even players that come in off the bench that can make a huge impact.
You talk about a calming presence. Let's go to the other end of the field. Felicia, back-to-back goalie of the week honors in the Patriot League. She also leads your team right now in caused turnovers with six. Just how critical has her play been back there in cage, and what have you liked from her so far this season?
Love Felicia. I mean, she's severely consistent, also severely calm, like you said. I mean, and she takes accountability when she knows like we played good defense, but she should have made a save. And I think that's also inspiring to like defenders to never know that's always just on you. Yeah, I mean, she fires up our defense. Who wouldn't want to play for a goalie like Felicia? That's all I gotta say about that. She's a true player.
All right, Ava, when you mentioned firing up this team, I can't help but shout out whether I'm at practice or at a game, the booming voice of Kat McAteer. How does she get your squad fired up?
Oh wow. I mean, in more ways than one, I think Kat is a well done, better than well said, but like every time she speaks, she's firing everybody up. She does the little things right all the time for this team. Consistently someone that we can pull in off the bench, we can start. It really doesn't matter. And I don't think she cares. I think something about this team that we've cultivated this year is everyone is scoring 15 goals. If we drop 15, like that's everybody did that. And I think you're feeling it from the sideline too. Like they know like them cheering, them being productive on the sideline is really boosting the people that are playing. And I think it's a unique thing that I've been a part of this year, and I'm really excited to see how far we go.
You already picked up a win over a top 10 team in Virginia to start this season. You had a remarkable fall campaign where you went toe to toe with some of the best teams in the country. I know you're tab 10th in the nation right now, but I want to know from your perspective and Emma and the rest of the leaders of this team, where do you see Navy women's lacrosse in the national picture right now?
I mean, we talk about it all the time, like Final Four dream is what we're hunting this year. But I think at the end of the day, like everyone knows, Division One women's rankings is just anybody's game. Like honestly, like UNC's one, and every time the rankings come out, you might as well have a question mark next to everybody else's name because it's really anybody's game this year. And I think that's something that like we've honed in on as Navy. Like no one's ever going to give Navy the time of day, and treating that as like a disrespectful thing and just going out and proving everyone wrong every single week.
One of the reasons Navy gets overlooked, and I think it's a big strength for your program among the others here at the Academy, continuity. Everybody staying and everybody continuing to play on the field together for 3, 4 seasons. How has that led to a 4-0 start this year?
Yeah, I mean, I know Blake Horvath talked about it, like the brotherhood of the football team, and like it is true that like is true for other sports. I mean, you look at top 10 teams, top five teams that are bringing in transfers, fifth years, just to like make sure they have someone good at the draw. And I think it really speaks to the hardworking and earn it energy that we have at this school and on our program that like we will find a way. And like you could throw like 13 All-Americans at us and it doesn't matter. Like we're going to find a way and we're going to out scrap you. And I think we're just the most hardworking team in this country. And I think everyone's going to see it soon.
Well, Captain, I think Mara Murphy's pretty good at the draw herself. What have you liked from her so far this year?
Yeah, I love Mara. I mean, it's obviously hard to step into such a big role, especially after losing someone like Alyssa Daly, but I think she's embraced it. I think it's a very selfless role that you have to commit to at practice, and I think she's done that effortlessly, and she really gives her all for the draw. Going in, getting extra film, extra reps before practice with Coach Gabby. I mean, one of the most critical parts of our game, so I'm really proud of her, and I'm excited to see what she does.
All right, last question I have for you. What would a win over a number 8 Florida team do for the trajectory of Navy women's lacrosse this season?
I think this game, definitely going into it with the mentality that we're the underdogs because we lost them last year. We're obviously ranked like 2 or 3 spots below them, but it really doesn't matter. I think this game to us is just to prove to us and the country that us beating UVA wasn't just a fluke. Like we are the one of the best teams in the country and we can go toe to toe with anybody. And I think us solidifying a win this weekend will prove that.
All right, Ava, best of luck. We look forward to seeing what happens. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time.
Appreciate it.
You have been listening to the Navy Sports Magazine Show, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Navy athletics.